Welcome back to AM Northwest. Portland is home to a unique book club, one where you can read anything you choose. You don't have to finish it, and there's no need to discuss it unless you want to. Here to tell us about the Silent Book Club, we welcome Portland chapter founder Sravani Vadali. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
What a great idea, a silent book club. Explain first of all how you got this idea and then how it works.
So a friend of mine was doing something similar in Seattle.
And
she told me about it, and I thought that's such a cool idea, because with a regular book club you have to choose a book beforehand.
And everyone has to agree on it.
Exactly,
right.
And that's the hardest part.
Right.
And I didn't want to go through the entire hassle of choosing a book.
Right.
So then I thought, okay, a silent book club would be perfect for it. And it's actually a non-profit that has 1,000 chapters worldwide.
Wow.
And I saw that there wasn't really one chapter in Portland, so I created this in July 2024, and it's been going well.
Explain how it works. So you put out the notice on Instagram, hey, Silent Book Club night, come here.
Yes,
Right? And,
yes.
and how does it work then?
Yeah, so then I first collaborate. It depends on the weather, like now, because it's cold, I can't really do it outside.
Right.
So I have to first find a cafe that is willing to host, about 15 to 20 readers. That's typically how many people show up.
Okay.
So it's basically talking to cafes around Portland, collaborating, because I want to also collaborate with small businesses and bring them business. So we decide on a time, a date, and then once that is in place, I post it on Instagram, which is where most of my marketing is.
Yeah.
And then do polls to make sure people show up. I also have a meetup page, but it's still fairly new, so I don't have a lot of people. Instagram is through which a lot of people find me.
So everyone can bring their own book.
Yes.
And then you read for an hour, and everyone has to be quiet.
Yes.
That's a big rule, right?
Yes.
No talking,
No
quietness for an hour.
Yes.
And then afterwards, people can talk about their book, talk to the other members about the book they're reading.
Yes, that's correct. So for 1 hour, everybody's just reading in silence, or just trying to get through 20, 30 pages of their book.
Right.
And then after that, we discuss what we read. A lot of readers bring a new book, so they don't often have a lot of context about the book. But there are some readers who bring books that they're almost about to finish, or they're midway through, so they have a lot of opinions about the book, whether they would recommend it, whether they would not recommend it. It's completely optional, because it's more meant to be for introverts, so I don't want people to force.
Right.
Yeah.
It is meant for introverts. That makes sense.
So I don't want to force people to talk about their book, but if you are interested, you can just talk to everyone about the book. So we go around the room, and then everyone talks about the book, and then we just socialize for a bit after.
And you're okay with people listening to a book like I do?
Yes, yes. Any medium is fine. Physical, a Kindle, or even an audiobook, completely fine. In fact, in summer, I'm planning on doing this audiobook walking event where we're going to walk around the park just listening to an audiobook and then get some miles in, but also listen to an audiobook.
Right.
together.
That's a great idea. You have families who come to your book club.
Yes. We actually had 2 families show up last time with kids, but typically most of our readers are in 20s, 30s.
Yeah, because it'd be hard for kids to be quiet for an hour.
Yes.
It would be hard for me to be quiet for an hour, honestly. So you learn about a lot of different books, and people then get excited. Oh, she talked about that book. I'd love to do that. You have some recommendations, like one of your favorites.
Yes. So I brought this book called You're Not Listening. This was a book that we discussed quite a bit during one of our events, and it's mainly about how to be an effective listener. We have a lot of articles out there to talk about how to be an effective communicator, but we don't focus on the listening part, how to be an active listener, how do we, make sure we encourage people to be an active listener versus a passive listener. And this actually delves into effective ways of being an active listener.
Great.
Highly recommend this book. Another book that I brought, this is actually one of my favorites, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. And the main reason I brought this book is because it was a book that I finished in less than a day, because I loved it so much. And it's in fact in 100 books to read before you die list.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend it. I don't want to spoil it too much. Obviously, it's about the murder of Roger Ackroyd. It is a locked room mystery, so there's a lot of elements that go on. The climax is quite a thing. So
Wow.
highly recommend reading
You
that.
also recommend Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir,
Yes,
right?
yes, that was a book that a lot of readers actually brought to our events. Again, it's a book by the author who wrote The Martian, and the movie's actually coming out in 2 months.
Yeah, I hear Ryan Gosling's going to be in it.
Yes,
That's
yes.
so great.
Yeah.
And then what was another one?
Tomorrow and tomorrow.
Tomorrow and tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, so that's about two childhood friends who reconnect in college, and they develop video games together. They launch a video game company. That was, again, a very popular book that a lot of readers brought to the event. Again, another recommendation to check out.
Yeah, and none of this is true.
Yes, that was one audiobook that I recently listened to and I really enjoyed. So I also wanted to pepper in some audiobooks. It's about two women, Alex and Josie, who share the same birthday. And Alex is a podcast host who decides to do a segment or a show on Josie because they share the same birthday. But there are obviously a lot of secrets being unveiled throughout the book. And I love the audiobook because the podcast sections are actually podcast-like, so it feels like you're listening to a podcast within an audiobook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's great.
So the audiobook is a lot of fun. If you have not read the book, maybe you should give the audiobook a
good
shot.
try. Yeah, I love it. Okay, want everyone to know if you'd like to learn more about the Silent Book Club, we'll put information for you on our website at katu.com. Thank you so much.
Thank
This was
you.
fun. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest.